Hello everyone, it is Snowstorm Network, and welcome back to another Real Racing 3 video. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing probably one of the longer cups I've ever done. It's 10 laps. That might be probably the most I've ever actually had to do. And it is in the 2023 F1, whatever it's called. But, you know what, I'll leave to get it set up like I usually do. But, yeah, earlier today I bought this car, this 2023 Ferrari. And now I've been working on the 2023 Champion Series. I've completed this tier, this time trial. Currently working on this one. I'm going to have to go back and improve my trophy on the endurance, but this is a Suzuka circuit 10-lap cup. I have the car upgraded. It's actually perfectly matching the required PR for this event of 118.9. So now let's just go through this long event of 10 laps here. This is going to be it's probably going to be my longest one, but I still have that sound on, but here we go. 20 cars, 10 laps, and here we go. We are underway. Here, just going to go next to Sargent, get a good draft there, and they're going to lock up real early, and I've spun, I think that's Magnussen, I spun out. So here we go. We're just going to follow Gasly through here. Bump him a little bit, and already up to 12th. Get into Bottas, get past him. There's Stroll and Sonoda. Just ride behind him, and we've already cracked the top 10. Now into 9th, there's Oscar Piastri. Pretty sure I've got down most of the names of the F1 drivers at this point, but who knows? I don't follow F1 very closely until kind of recently. I started to follow a little bit more. We'll get around Russell. There's Norris just in front of me. The problem is they make this cup so long, but then it's so easy to pass them all. We're already in the 6th. There's my teammate, Carlos Sainz, right in front of me. We'll just follow them. They're spread out, though. The last few cars you pass are spread out. And you catch, I caught lap traffic in the 6th lap one, or I think it was like 5 or 6 laps in one of the tiers. So, yeah, tier 2. So, I don't know, real interesting that this is still not really a challenge. This is still about the same pace, same car spread as it was in Tier 2. As we've worked our way into the top 5, Fernando Alonso, you're going to get bumped out of the way. I'm going to have to slightly cut that corner there. Clear of Alonso, and I was looking back and I screwed up. So that's never fun. So now he's staying about 13 yards back and he's gaining. Here he comes. We're going to have to go block him. 1 of 10 laps complete. So here we go. Working around this circuit and in the grass. How nice. So yeah, it's still possible to make some mistakes, of course, as we're trying to catch the podium spot right here, and this isn't going to be too hard. Get up behind him, catch a draft there, just kind of follow him up through here until there's a really good passing opportunity. Or, okay, I guess that works too. Just, he gets spun, and he still hangs on to on the 4th as we pass Perez, and what a surprise, Max Verstappen is leading. Except I'm catching him a lot quicker than I did last time. I say that like you guys saw those other ones, but no, none of those were recorded. This is one I'm just kind of deciding to record. But this is a long race, so if you actually watch through this, leave a comment. I doubt anyone will leave a comment. Or someone's going to get to this point at the 4-minute mark and be like, well, I heard you say that. I watched the whatever. I'm just going to probably keep cranking out these Real Racing 3 videos and hope they get some traction. And if not, I'll probably slow them down. Oh, and it Verstappen. Probably slow them down, not make as many anymore. But I've got 2 more to upload today. 2 that I recorded yesterday. Yesterday being March 29th, 2024. Recording this on the 30th. And my cat's crying for some reason, even though I just fed him. Apparently he's too picky to eat it. So that's how these cats are. Always being picky with their food. Some foods, they'll just gobble it down and it'll be gone in a few minutes. And other ones, they'll take a few bites of and then they'll leave and then they'll cry like they didn't get fed. It's just how cats are. Here, he's over there crying. Although his cries don't really sound like cries, but whatever. Now I forgot what I was talking about before, but whatever. We're gonna probably able to lap a lot of the field at this rate. Because in the last cup I did, it was 5-6 laps, and I lapped multiple cars by the end of that. This is 10 laps. So wouldn't it be crazy if I managed to lap the whole field? Whatever happens, this is going to be a really well-paying race, and it's going to be really interesting. This is going to be probably really high-paying, because like the 5 or 6 lap one I did paid 66K, plus some good fame points. So this one is probably going to, since I think I'm close to half of my daily limit as of recording this, so I feel like it might like fill up my daily limit or get pretty close. I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I've gotten more than 100,000 since last night when the limit reset. So I don't know. Cat's still crying. I don't know if that's picking up. That his cries sound not like most cries. I don't know. He's got like a squeaky voice. All right, I'm gonna pause this and go see him for a second. All right, I'm back and playing, and continuing to have a pretty good advantage over Verstappen. But yeah, what I was saying a few minutes ago was that it's Saturday, March 30th. Xfinity race is already done. I didn't watch it. I listened to it, and it's probably was better on the radio, but it was a pretty good race. I mean, we saw Joey Gase getting pretty angry. I was able to record and upload most of his radio interview. I missed the first part, which was probably one of the best parts, was him like saying, "You'd have to be blind not to see that it was whatever he said." But there's one car lapped, now 2 cars lapped. But yeah, in that race there were 9 lead lap cars, and Eric Almirola, I was honestly hoping he would win because he won the first 2 stages. Ultimately comes up short to Chandler Smith, although we almost had a caution in the closing laps multiple times, I think. Because there was Haley Deegan. She was apparently way off the pace. She was going up into traffic, and I just spun one of the Haas cars. Whoops. But she almost brought out a caution, and then we saw Allgaier. He was loud. He was getting up into the leader, Chandler Smith, but ultimately Chandler Smith prevails and gets I believe that's the 3rd JGR win in the Xfinity Series this season. So in the pre-race show, they were talking about how it's Childress and JGR, the top 2 teams this season, and now JGR has won more than Richard Childress Racing has this season in the Xfinity Series. They actually went 1-2-3. Eric Almirola finished 2nd. Taylor Gray, making his series debut in the 19 car, finished in 3rd. So a pretty good race all around. SVG, they didn't really mention him much. He finished back in like 15th. There were 9 cars on the lead lap. Austin Hill keeps his streak of top 10s. He finished 8th. But overall, a pretty solid Richmond race. So we'll just have to see what happens in the Cup race. But by the time I upload this, the Cup race will probably be in the past. So maybe I should make some race prediction that's going to age really poorly while I'm just casually driving around Suzuka. Can't believe I'm already on lap 6. I've just kind of been talking and just running the race. Oh, well, now I just hit one of the lap cars. So Verstappen gained a few hundred yards, I think, but now I'm going to pull back away. I'm over 1,500 yards clear of him. Bump into this car. Just going to damage this car. This car is going to definitely need servicing. To even be able to do this video, I had to go pay 10 gold that I just got from a series in Elite, the Speed Rush TV challenge. I had just completed a stage of that and gotten 10 gold extra. And so that put me at 530, and because I just acquired it, I was like, you know what, I'll spend it, and I spun another lap car out, so there we go. But I spent that to get this car fully serviced, and then decided that this was a race worth recording. I don't want to know how long this video is going to take to upload, because usually these videos come out to about 2 gigabytes, and that's when they're ending about right here or earlier. at this mark. This is now 10 minutes in, and I'm just now about to finish lap 6. So I already know this one's going to be more than 2 gigabytes, and it's going to take a little while to upload. 2 that I got up today, one was like 868 megabytes, and then the other one was approximately 2 gigabytes again, but both of those got a little bit of views. I did get a comment on my level 51. Someone actually said congrats. But then, of course, they're going to give that positive feedback on the video, but then they didn't even like it. But, oh well, I'm not going to complain. I'm still getting some views off of these, I guess, to keep the channel afloat. I have multiple other things that I haven't even gotten up. I'm so behind on projects and video ideas I was going to do, There's a Cody Ware script I started writing in December. I still haven't got that video up. I think I've recorded it all, but it was going to be a collab, and I'm going to have to rethink that, because I do have the lines from one person, and he did pretty good on that. But then the other person, I think he said he recorded them, but I never got them from him. The other person who's supposed to do it, we kind of had a fallout there with her, our whole group did, but she's not available anytime soon, so I'm going to either have to find a replacement for her or go do I'll just have to go record it myself. And beginning to think I probably don't even have the voice files anymore, because I cleared everything off of Canva. So either they're on my school laptop or I'm just going to redo it. It probably wouldn't hurt to redo it, because, again, now I can add in more into the script. Factor based off of Rick Ware Racing's performance so far this year, and I thought originally maybe Richmond this weekend was supposed to be Cody Ware's debut, but season debut. Obviously didn't happen. Kaz Gralla is in the car, and kind of showing Rick Ware Racing doesn't have short tracks perfectly down, because in the past we've always seen those be some of their worst showings. And kind of in classic Rick Ware Racing fashion, the 2 Rick Ware Racing cars qualified in 35th and 36th, the last 2 spots on the grid. So we'll have to see Justin Haley and Kaz Gralla going for the back. It's Kaz Gralla 35th, Justin Haley starts 36th. Is that going to give us an expectation for what Cody Ware will do if he hops into a short track car? I don't know. We'll have to see. Realistically, though, Cody Ware is expected to run at least some races. It's now been almost a year since he's been in a Cup car. Last April, not Bristol Dirt. It was Richmond last year. So yeah, it's been about a year since Cody Ware's been in a Cup car now. So definitely getting him back in the car after a year away is going to be vital if they're planning to use him at all in the future as a driver. Spoilers for that video, though. My honest opinion is they should just maybe, I mean, sure, if you're gonna have if you're gonna have what you would call like an all-star car, kind of like what Joe Gibbs has in the Xfinity series, they have multiple of them now. But if you're gonna have cars like that, sure, give him some Cup starts. We've seen he can survive the chaos of super speedways and such. So, sure, if you're not gonna run JJ Yaley anymore, then run Cody Ware maybe at the super speedways. Although Kaz Gralla also, I don't know, that's a conflict, but overall, I think Cody Ware honestly just performs better in Xfinity. He's better in those Xfinity cars, and we've seen Cody Ware be able to drive up and finish well. Remember, I think it's Charlotte Roval 2020. Charlotte Roval 2020. When Cody Ware, that was the infamous rain race where AJ Allmendinger prevailed and won, but Cody Ware drove a Rick Ware Racing Xfinity car to, I believe, a 7th place finish under green. No, he was up there. So he's more talented there, I think, with his road racing background. I honestly think that Rick Ware should just have his son maybe run a partial Cup schedule like he's probably going to be doing this year, but bring back their Xfinity program. Or heck, even give them a few ARCA starts. I'm pretty sure Rick Ware's fielded ARCA cars a few times. They actually fielded one like this year or last year. They fielded an ARCA car for one race. So have Cody Ware run some of the lower series. I don't know. I've been spending too many minutes rambling about this and spoiling that video, but We're on the last lap here at Suzuka. If you stuck around this long, comment. I'm trying to think of something. Just comment, like, I don't know. Comment Suzuka Ferris wheel or whatever that thing is. Comment Suzuka Ferris wheel on all caps on whatever comment you leave if you've actually made it this far. I'll be kind of surprised if I see that. Because this video has really just been me pulling way too far ahead of the field and then rambling about NASCAR stuff and whatever other random stuff I've said, and it's now 15 and a half minutes into this video. Verstappen is 3,700 yards in arrears. So I've got this race in the bag. What I want to see is the earnings. And I also need a thumbnail shot, so I'm going to pause this. Yeah, I had to do that, because I'm probably not going to have a chance to do that, because I'm going to be going through some of the other stuff, possibly. So, I'm not going to have a chance to do that afterwards. Oh, whoa, that Alpine car just oh, and there goes one of the Mercedes. I feel like I lapped most of the field, because Verstappen's, like, showing all the way over there. I feel like I probably lapped some. I definitely had to have lapped some cars multiple times. So here we go. Down the straightaway. Minute and a half lap time, and that is a win at Suzuka. Let's take a look at those lap times afterwards. Let's see how it pays first. 5,600 fame. Holy cow, that propelled me pretty far. 111,000, yep, that went way past the daily limit. Dang it, that would have been an awesome boost, considering I've been having to spend money, but I guess another time. I'm sure the cups will continue to be like this, but that only topped out to 75,000. Or no, only 30. Oh, something's in my throat. Only 35,000. Okay, that was unfortunate. Alright, won by over a minute. Last place, Ricardo, had a total time of 20 minutes and 42 seconds. Over 5 minutes behind. So, yeah, that's very interesting. So here's the finishing order. Seemed to stay mostly the same from what I saw, and not surprised that the condition went all the way down to this. But there you have it. A very long and well-paying race at Suzuka Circuit, and that's complete. Let's see. Yeah, I unlocked a new tier, finally going to a different track. But because I only have a silver there, I don't get to 25% completion to get that extra 8,008 gold. But yeah, longest Real Racing 3 video ever by far for me. If you actually enjoyed listening to me ramble about NASCAR stuff while destroying an F1 circuit, then leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, it really helps out. Beginning of May marks 3 years since I started this channel, which is crazy to think about. It's unfortunate kind of that I have so little subscribers with so much time, but I know I have some people who watch my videos, and I have some people who are dedicated fans, so I'm going to keep going for that, and stay tuned for bigger, better projects, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.